Benevolence and bounty. Contribute to the needs of the saints and seek to show hospitality. Romans chapter 12, verse 13, the English Standard Version. In the text for today, the Apostle Paul offers practical ways in which believers must be devoted to each other and show brotherly affection and honor one another. The Apostle Paul calls the church to benevolence, being exceptionally generous to those with needs. This was a big deal in the Apostle Paul's day. The believers with means sold their possessions to meet the physical needs of challenged believers. This was one way in which they lived out their Christianity. They not only preached Christ, they lived Christ. They understood that the Great Commission is lived out in the Great Commandment, and the Christian church has to be a place where the needs of persons are met. Social clubs like Rotaract and Kiwanis should not beat the church's benevolence. In some quarters, the church spends more on its physical plant than on the needs of persons, and this ought not to be so. The Apostle Paul calls the believers to bountifulness. Being bountiful is connected to hospitality. The life of a missionary can be particularly challenging, and they need to be assured that they can find bounty, safety, and a home away from home in the company of fellow believers. In the Apostle Paul's day, he and others were particularly zealous, moving from place to place, sharing the gospel about Jesus the Christ. Such movement was accompanied by significant risks, one of which was outlined in the parable of the Good Samaritan. So, hospitality was a big deal then, as it shielded believers from crime and violence. Today, believers must provide the same act of kindness to each other. While persons are more sophisticated now, putting persons up in nice hotels and guest houses, the same level of hospitality should be demonstrated no matter the accommodation. Lord, forgive us for the times we grumbled about meeting the needs of others and being hospitable. May we do better when the need arises. Amen. You have been listening to Morning Manna with Reverend Bonnie EBW Smith, Superintendent of the Moravian Church Antigua Conference and Minister of Christian Education. Have a marvelous Monday. God bless you.